Well, hello, welcome to your mid-January 2023 reading. This is Tarot to a T, and this will be for the sign of Taurus. If this is your first time to my channel, Taurus, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thank you for your support. Okay, we're going to go ahead and open up a general inquiry. Oh, I also want to thank everyone who's made a donation to my Buy Me a Coffee account. If you're not aware of that, you can go to the bottom of the description box and you can copy and paste that link to my account if you would like to show your appreciation. Any donation in any amount is greatly appreciated, as I don't make money off of YouTube. I'm not quite that big. So, just wanted to put that out there, okay? If you're feeling generous and you're able. Okay, general inquiry for Taurus, mid-January 2023. And I hope wherever you are, you're not suffering too much with this crazy weather we've been having. It's been extreme, and I have a feeling it's not going to change. Not to get into particulars about climate change and things that are going on with the earth, but it seems to be the new normal. And it's either adapt or suffer, you know. Recognize that we don't control things. In the larger scheme of the world, we don't really control things. We think we do. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Queen of Diamonds, Nine of Hearts. We got the Queen of Diamonds. That's my Taurus card. Queen of Diamonds is a power authority, but with the diamonds being emphasized there, it has to do with material matters. And I always associate it more with Taurus, but really it's an earth energy card. It could be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. She's just got a lot of good practical sense about, well, finances and abundance and how to manage that, which I think goes very nicely with Taurus, very complementary there. And the Nine of Hearts, that's exciting because that's wish fulfillment. And there's something that completed here that wrapped up a deep desire, something you really wanted to materialize. It may have to do with finances, since it's there together with that card. It could be about also desiring some kind of control over finances. Perhaps for a while you haven't been in control, or maybe you were asked to step in and assist somebody or an organization or a situation where they needed somebody to balance the books, per se, you know, do the accounting, be accountable for spending and keeping up with the money flow, you know, that kind of thing. I'm not really getting any specifics on that. I'm just throwing out kind of the general feeling behind it. The Three of Spades, there is a third party element here that's stressing you out. It probably has to do with what completed here. Maybe it was a source of stress, but it's still, there seems to be some residual effect here of the stress continuing. Stressing you out physically, mentally, emotionally. It's also with the third party energy, I want you to think it's two different people or many people involved, but it's like you're being pulled in different directions. So that in itself can cause stress. Ace of Clubs, you're on a new start here. You're learning new skills, perhaps. Doing some research. It may have to do with what you're in. Well, I'm saying it looks like you're kind of in control of something now. again, I think it has to do with finances just because that Queen of Diamonds. But perhaps you're having to kind of learn the ropes, acquire some new information around this. Again, skills. Maybe you're having to learn like QuickBooks, for example. You know, an accounting software. Just a way to keep it more tidy and easy and make it easier, more, streamline the process more or less. Two of Diamonds. This is the desire for companionship. It often can represent like a significant relationship, balance and harmony in that. Whatever's going on with this, it seems to be leading to this. Maybe this was in a relationship, your significant relationship, like with your spouse, for example, a partner. The result is it's solidified some kind of partnership. It's brought you closer together. You're feeling that sense of connection, perhaps deeper. Very interesting mix here. I mean, the stress card kind of throws me off. There's some kind of stress involved with it still, even though it was a wish fulfillment, and it looks like it solidified some intimacy, some connection with somebody. Let's go ahead and ask for more cards. Clarify Taurus's mid-January 2023 situation. Four of Clubs. Things are very solid, secure in the home. This is contentment, balance. There's nothing really upset there. Not much else to say about that. I mean, it kind of goes along with the theme of finances being in a good place and maybe getting on a better budgeting system. Oh, that just slipped out. Okay, the card of overwork. And it's also a call to reduce stress, because whatever this is about, it has caused significant stress. Physical, mental, emotional. It kind of goes along with that Three of Spades. I won't lie about that. Now, if this was a work situation, I'm sensing it could be. Like, let's say you're involved with an organization and it does involve finances, budgeting, accounting, keeping up with some kind of, payroll or something along those lines. Perhaps it wasn't organized real well and it wasn't run real well, and now that's been resolved because of the wish fulfillment, and in the process you're having to learn a new skill, a new system, just kind of a new way of doing business. This card would indicate that this was all going on in the workplace. It's also the card of having a difficulty with a particular person in the workplace. So I don't know, maybe you were bumping heads with somebody over this and finally you kind of got your way. And then the Two of Hearts could be, if it's not a romantic connection you have here, it could be that you're now on the same page with somebody. So now you're working more in a partnership capacity. I could totally see that. I've known some pretty altruistic Tauruses. They're when they see something's wrong and they can help in some way, they try and they do try to step in there and say, well, I can do that. I can pick up the slack. I can pick up the loose ends here and help the situation, especially if it's a cause they believe in. Nine of Spades, a completion here that had to do with some kind of disappointment, loss. I'm getting very mixed messages about this. I'm not sure if this is indeed the work situation or a relationship. I tend to think it's more has to do with a work situation, a career. I don't know what this loss would be about, but something is completed here. It's over. It's over. Whatever this disappointment was. Actually, in another light, with this card, it's also about changes being forced upon you. That would actually make sense. I just have to reorganize my interpretation here, because I'm just looking into a portal. I don't know your personal situation, Taurus. And this is a general reading, so it may not apply. So please don't try to make it fit if it doesn't apply to you. But if it's changes that have been forced upon you, I see that as having to learn the new skills. Now, it could have kind of bummed you out. So maybe this wasn't something that you wanted to change. Well, no, I take that back because of the Nine of Hearts. Maybe just the wish fulfillment was more about just you seeing things that weren't going smoothly, and there was a lot of tension, hence the stress. Hence the stress with the Ace of Spades here. And the changes forced upon you were uncomfortable, because Tauruses are I think they're a fixed sign. I'm pretty sure they are. Nonetheless, change doesn't come easy to you. So that in itself could have really been a disappointment. Like, it's almost like a scenario I'm actually kind of picking up. Let's say a new manager walks in, comes in, wants to make a bunch of changes. Everybody there has been there a while, and they have a routine. Well, not so much a routine, but they kind of know the process. And so when someone comes in and changes your job drastically, I think it can be upsetting for many people, not just Taurus, but... Any more cards here you can tell me about this situation? Yeah, there we go. New start again, but this one's about following your heart, your deepest desires. I think there was some kind of stand that you took. I think you had strong feelings about whatever this was going on. If we take out the money aspect, so let's just say the Queen of Diamonds is you. You had a wish fulfillment after a period of things being stressful in the work situation. It's over. You've got stability in your home life, which, this didn't really affect your home life. This was more about something going on, career. But you're having to learn a new way of doing things. I think that's what the Ace of Clubs is about. But also, you've managed to follow your true calling here in some manner, whatever that represents for you. It's kind of a complicated situation, honestly. That's my impression. This is not like one of those 1, 2, 3, 4, here you go readings. There's a lot of ins and outs about it. But this is a good sign. It just looks like you stood your ground, which I know Taurus is very good at when they feel strongly about something. So you got your heart's desire with the Nine of Hearts, and you are beginning in some way to kind of stand firm from here on out. Like, you're not going to let this get out of control again. And the Two of Hearts, again, I think is about being on the same page with somebody. So things are back in harmony and balance. This is kind of something that's transpired over the recent couple weeks, or maybe this has been going on a while. Actually, your last few readings, since October, you were starting in on some kind of new business adventure that was going to increase your income. So this could very much be some particular scenario that is going on with that. Because I'm strongly feeling it's career, work, business. It's not relationship. It's just it was like a bumpy patch in the road. Let's go ahead and look at your cards of advice. Yeah, look at that. Success, prosperity. Wrapping up a chapter in your life, actually. So whatever experience this was something that apparently you really need to go through to kind of get over I don't say over the hump, but it got you to a better place financially. Prosperity, and I'm gonna say financially, prosperity wise, success. So you are feeling like you've achieved something here. You kind of wrapped it up. It's the end of a chapter. It's something, whatever drew you into this work situation, it's something you've accomplished and you've met your goal. Excellent. 9 of clubs. Yeah, achievement again. Completion. Again, completion. It's behind you. Sense of achievement, satisfaction. Cool, cool, cool. King of Diamonds. Woohoo, look at that. That's even more powerful than that Queen of Diamonds. Again, you're looking at Earth sign energy. Taurus. Capricorn or Virgo. But the King definitely has more power, control than the Queen. We're not looking at genders, just kind of how the energy moves, right? King is like literally the pinnacle of material matters here. Having very good business advice, being very practical. 6 of Hearts. So this is going to lead you to whatever process you've gone through, experience. It's going to lead you to options and opportunities here to more significant relationships. Again, I'm not seeing romance. It's just relationships that you obviously you need to form. There's people out there that you need to meet. Probably has to do with helping you on this path to increase your abundance in general, because that has been the theme for you, Taurus. I just won't kid you. If you'd like to go back and review those, there'll be a couple of videos that pop up at the end of this video that you can just click on and go review like the last 2 readings. But the road is clear for meeting, meeting new people, establishing new relationships. So this is opening that area up in your life. You can look at it that way as also like a real accomplishment, because you've gotten through something that needed to obviously occur and you needed to get through it. So any more cards of advice? There always is. There's always more cards of advice. Yeah, it's led to a lot of personal development here. Again, options, opportunities opening up for you to expand yourself financially, certainly, but maybe emotionally, mentally, maybe even spiritually. There's personal growth. This personal growth is along for the ride. No doubt. And I think most experience, especially if they're kind of heavy like this and they're ongoing, lead us in the direction of personal growth. That's what they're there for. 3 of Diamonds. 3 of Hearts. You can see that. It's a 3 of Hearts. So you're being pulled in 2 different directions. Emotionally, this can be third-party energy. We're not looking at romance. I'm not going to talk about there being another person. Now, it could be another person in the sense that you are spending a lot of time at work and you got a spouse sitting at home wanting you to spend more time with them, or just to be at home more often. Could be something like that. You got something going on here that's pulling you in 2 different ways. I kind of see that in synchrony with those last few readings, like I said, that started around the end of October, certainly all through November, where the theme was you were being pulled away from home a lot. And Taurus likes to feel secure. They like to have their feet on the ground. They don't like to be like all over the place, necessarily traveling constantly, because it's very stressful. They like to feel like they have a place to land and chill. And I think that's been affected a lot recently. So that 3 of Hearts could still be speaking of that. The Jack of Clubs, this is fire sign energy. This is Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. It's also it could be a younger person, someone less experienced. You may have a coworker, perhaps, that you are dealing with. Actually, with the 3 of Hearts, this could be your spouse. They could be a younger fire sign. I think sometimes Taurus gets along really well with fire signs. I know I'm a fire sign, and I've had some pretty intense relationships with Taurus. Sometimes we bump heads, honestly, but I know sometimes it can work out. This could be the spouse. By the way, if it is a person this is representing, they're supportive and generous, which would go along the theme as you got somebody at home standing behind you. Yep. Wow. These two flipped out together. So 6 of diamonds, Jack of diamonds. So you're still on this path with the Jack of diamonds. I'll focus on that first. You notice you got that King of diamonds, the Queen of diamonds, and now you got the Jack of diamonds. So the Jack of diamonds, again, is earth sign energy. Again, it's younger, less experienced energy. I think this came out pretty consistently in the last couple of months for you. I see it as someone who's kind of out of their element. They're going through a new experience with finances in some way, or abundance. And that would certainly, resonate with what we've been talking about for you, Taurus. You're still learning the ropes. It's not all familiar with you. You don't have this completely. It doesn't come automatic. You're still trying to navigate yourself through it. But the exciting thing is you still got the 6 of diamonds popping out, and that has popped out for you over and over again. I'm pretty sure options and opportunities in the sense that you will have more and more ability to take financial responsibility. That to me translates into having more resources, having more abundance, upgrading your home, upgrading a vehicle, paying off debt, getting rid of debt, not having debt anymore. Hallelujah. If you do, very, very positive. I kind of see it as the icing on the cake with this reading, because I am going to end it here, but you're still in the process of learning whatever business, trade this is that you've gotten yourself into. You're still navigating that, and you still have all this. I just want to emphasize, you still have a lot ahead of you. Options, opportunities, doors, new paths that probably haven't revealed themselves yet. And yes, you're still it's still a learning curve. There's still a learning curve here. And it's leading to a lot of personal growth. So I think, I kind of see this as a confirmation reading. Really, there's nothing earth-shattering here. There's not like some big warning coming out here. Oh, and making new connections. Let's just put it that way. Not necessarily meeting a special person. I mean, if you're single, yeah, could totally mean that you're on the way to meeting that special person. But if you aren't single, making more significant connections. It's like there's somebody or someone that, I don't know how to say that. It's like, I don't want to make it sound like there's somebody waiting for you, like they're sitting on their couch waiting for you. but it's like it's meant to be. There's some kind of meeting, maybe even with more than one person, that you're still supposed to meet somebody who's really going to change the course of things for you, especially in this business work situation for you, Taurus. Yeah, and I think you're actually feeling like you have more control now than you have in the last couple of months. The last couple of months were pretty dicey. I'm telling you, if you go back and look at those readings, you were going through some major stress. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up there. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for joining me. If you'd like to see when the next reading comes out, hit subscribe notifications. You'll pop up on your phone when that next reading comes out. Again, if you'd like to make a donation and you're able to, would be much appreciated. Go ahead and go to the bottom of the description box. Copy and paste that link into your browser. It'll take you right there. It's really simple. I will see you again soon, Taurus. Take care.